Hello, welcome to Clad Technologies. In this video, we are going to see what are the other features of DataView. Here, I'm going to explain a few new features of DataView 2.3.2 and few existing features as well. So let's get started. Okay. So if you want to fetch only keys of a particular array or object like this, you can use in simple way as a name of function. And if you would like to get the keys of and values of this particular object, you can use the keys of or names of function, which is newly available in DataView 2.3.2. Okay. And before we get started, if you are visiting our channel for the first time, please subscribe, share, and like our videos. And press the bell icon as well, so that whenever we uploaded a new video, you will get notification. Okay. So let's get started. Let's take this as an example in our today's session, like the input payload. Okay, this is the DataView playground, which I have already introduced in my previous videos. So if you missed that, you can just go through and check them. Okay, here sample message I am actually going to replace with my test message. Okay, so now let's see how you can pull only keys of your particular payload. Okay, so here you can do check the preview as it is in the direct data view of Anypan Studio. So once you can actually go through this, you can use this tool. You can set up the payload. You can set up the data view expression. Then you can actually replace this within your Anypan Studio, because your Anypan Studio makes sometimes little slow, right? So this is a best workaround for you. Okay. So I just press the payload. So payload is printed as it is. Now I would like to fetch only keys of this particular JSON response. So to do that, I'll create one. I'll create one key actually. Okay. So keys of payload. This is a key, and the function I need to use names of payload. I can fetch all these keys: employee ID, employee name, address, state, postal code, city, contact number, like this in an easy way. Okay, just like that, you have another function to fetch the values of the payload. Okay, I mean the key value piece. This is the new function, which is introduced in DataView 2.3.2. Okay, so if you want to fetch values of that particular JSON payload, that is also just simple. You can replace names with values. Okay, so values of payload here, instead of names of, you can use values of. Okay, see, now you can observe only values of that particular JSON payload we are fetching here. Clear? Okay. Now let us see couple of another functions, another keywords of data view language. For that, I am going to take this XML payload as my this XML payload as my input. This is a books example. Actually, this is a XML file. It has a lot of number of books with some details in their each and every book tag. We have multiple tags, that information related to that particular book. So here I am going to show you what are the other functions. Okay, so let us take this example as an input, and I'm navigating to my data view playground. Okay, so to access this data view playground, you need to use just a dwlang.fun as a HTTP URL. Okay, I'll provide this URL also into this description box. But if you missed how to use this, you can watch our previous videos as usual. Okay, and one more thing you need to remember here. Here we are taking XML, and you need to provide that value here. Okay, see, even now it is actually taking the values of payload. Okay, so now I'll remove this. Yeah, now in this XML payload, what I'm going to show you, how we can exclude some fields from your input data. See, if you simply say payload, in JSON format, it will display all the fields from your input payload in different types of objects, array of objects, right? So if I don't want to display the price, if I don't want to display this price field from my input field, okay, how you can do that? We can exclude these fields from this field from the input payload. Okay, we can do it in a simple way. And or else if you don't want to display the author name, because the price we can use this tag for another example. Let us take we don't want to display author name in your output. How you can exclude that without actually doing the mapping map object and all, how you can do it in a simple way. Okay, let us see that. So you need to first iterate this payload. Okay, so payload dot catalog dot book, but you need to give star here. It will iterate actually the complete payload, if you can observe here. Okay, now we need to give map. How to use this map function, map operator in DataWeave, we have already created another video, so you can just go through that. Okay, there we explained in detail. So coming to our topic, how to exclude some particular field from this input data. Okay, so this data is your field here, say, right? So I am actually giving one more field like book, and I need to exclude the author field from your input payload. So here in this case, data reference will be your input field. So you need to take data and observe here. If you put only data, it will display all the book details in this book and in this format. But here still author field is there. Okay. So how you can exclude this author field? You can just copy this and just say like minus, and within quotations you can give that name. Now if you can observe, author field is not there, it has gone, right? So whichever the field name, key name you want to exclude, you need to just provide the tag name here by using this minus operator. It will eliminate that field from your output. Okay, and one more thing we can do, see how some null fields are there. Here the price is null. Here see in your input data also for this SAP book, the price is not there. There is null field is there. So how you can skip this null field with, instead of displaying with null value, we can actually remove this field. Wherever the particular field is null, you can remove that field by using a simple operator, simple function that is nothing but. So if you want to remove only the fields which are having null values, you need to apply one operator here at the header level, that is nothing but skip null on, equal to, inside quotations you need to say everywhere. Okay, so this is a simple thing you can apply at that header level after that output pattern. So if you can observe here, here price is there, so it got displayed. And see here there is no price tag available in your output, but in your input it is there, but it is with null value. So that is why it is not getting displayed here. Without this line of code, it will display null values also here. So by using this thing, you can skip null values. You can control your output that should not display the values which are having null here. Okay.